Hey guys, DarkMata from BedlamBrothers here, and welcome to the Harley episode of School of Legends. Today, I'm going to be looking at Harley Quinn. She can be unlocked for villains via in-game email when you hit level 5, and if you're a hero, you'll have to purchase Harley for 10 marks of legend from the Legends vendor. Future Harley, who you can see as my sparring partner here, is a marketplace character and costs 500 marketplace cash to unlock. I'll talk a bit more about her later. Harley's movement mode is acrobatics. This means she can sprint across the ground, use grappling hook from certain distances to move faster, climb walls and ceilings, and has a jetpack so she has a type of flight. During our test for these videos, we've managed to work out and prove that each character has a set amount of health, which varies from character to character, and naturally this affects their durability. Harley has 7,535 health. Now that's about 10% higher than your average Legends character based on those I've tested so far. As with all characters, blocking counters your opponent's lunge attacks. Throughout the series, you'll see each character's lunges, so take note and learn when to block. Harley's combat style is the two-handed weapon style. Her lunge is the two-handed lunge, which moves you closer to your opponent and counters any enemies using range attack. As always, you should take a moment to look at Harley's combo list and get familiar with it to become more effective at hand-to-hand combat. Two-handed doesn't have a huge array of combos, but there's two combos I'd like to point out. The first is called Doom Spin. This is a 12-hit combo with a spin attack at the end, which deals a big amount of damage. The next combo is called Mega Smash. This is a 4-hit combo, and each hit deals a substantial amount of damage, with the last hit being extremely strong if fully charged before hitting. If you're allowed to pull this combo off effectively, you'll do massive damage on your opponent. With Harley, tapping range attack will block break a blocking opponent and is vulnerable to being lunged. Harley also has a held range attack that hits the target twice and does quite big damage. This held range attack also block breaks a blocking opponent. It's important to note that Harley's held range attack can also block break on the second hit, so bear that in mind. Harley's held range attack is also susceptible to being lunged. It is important to vary between melee and range attacks in order to trick your opponent and make sure you win the counters for your immunities. Moving on to Harley's power moves starting from left to right. The first move is called Hammer Spin. This is a close range AoE multiple melee attack. This move is vulnerable to being blocked. A handy trick for this move is to clip out of it using your tapped range attack. This will help counter an opponent who attempts to block Hammer Spin. The next move is called Glove Punch. This is a close range pushback attack and deals basic damage. The next move is called Bomb Toss. Harley pulls out a bomb which can be thrown or smashed on your opponent. I strongly recommend always throwing this bomb at your opponent, as it deals quite a bit more damage than smashing it. The next move is called Snare, which makes you invisible. This move can be great for capturing nodes and confusing your opponent. If you see a node that looks like it's being controlled but you can't see anyone, chances are there's an invisible person, so pop an AoE move to fish them out. Now as you can see, some of Harley's moves have been removed and two have changed completely. The move on the right is called Head Bonk, and this causes a heavy daze to a single opponent. The move on the left is called Surprise Attack. This deals heavy damage to a single target. I've seen this move crit up to 2000 before, so it can be a very strong attack. Continuing from Harley's original loadout, the next move is called Forward Flip. This deals basic damage and causes a knockdown effect. And the last move is called Backflip. This causes basic damage and a knockdown effect. Looking at future Harley here, you can see she has a similar look to classic Harley, except she comes with a cape, hat, boots and some leg garters. Sadly, that's as far as the differences go. She has the exact same moves, abilities and health stats as the classic Harley model, which is kinda disappointing. I've tried to think about a way to justify spending money on unlocking this character, but the truth is I can't, which is a shame. The only reason I can see to purchase this character is if you're really keen on this cape thingy and this hat slash helmet, whatever it is, then go for it. But to be able to charge real money for a character, I definitely expect more than this. All in all, Harley and her alternate skin are good little characters to battle with. With her HP being 10% higher than the average Legends character, this gives her some real durability. Her hammer can let off some massive hits, so you need to keep on her and get those counters in to keep her under control, otherwise she can really stack up that damage. You'll need to master clipping in and out of her moves in order to get the most out of her, but this is a character that will definitely pay off if you're willing to spend that time learning. Why not give Harley a go and leave a comment to let me know how you got on. Until next time, stay legendary.